What has running taught you over the years, and like how have you applied it to your life outside of running?
Honestly, you talk about it all the time, consistency, and it's really taught me because like the summer leading to my junior year, I didn't really practice. I didn't practice at all. The way I ended last year, I started off like 10 times worse,
Right.
and so I had to get back to where I was, and this took me so much longer. But it really taught me that consistency is key, and it does really help in the long run.
You just if you're talented and consistent, that's great. Keep doing that. But at the same time, people get discouraged because they're like, "Oh, I'm not Usain Bolt. I'm not freaking insert like greatest marathon ever." You just gotta be willing to do the mundane, boring stuff over and over and over and over. All right, y'all. So back on here in that episode of the Indigo Podcast, and today I got a special guest. I got Patrick here. Patrick,
Sir.
say what's up.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, so we run track together. We're really good friends. So I wanted to have him on here because we both cook, we both run. So I mean that's a perfect double whammy right there. You gotta have him on here. So first thing, well, first I ain't say the title of this episode. I'm naming it "Taking Cooking to the Next Level" because after school ends, he wants to go to culinary school. So I obviously cook, he cooks. So I thought it was a perfect crossover. So anyway, other than cooking, we'll get into that later. But first thing I want to go over, obviously, since we're running heads, like what made you want to start running track? Like, cause I think what year did you start?
I actually started running track my sophomore year, but my
Yeah,
freshman year I ran cross country. I didn't really plan on doing it like long term because my mind was focused on basketball at that point.
yeah,
But my whole thing was I wanted to run, I wanted to play basketball. But before I started basketball, I wanted to join cross country for the conditioning training to like
yeah,
just have my body in shape and ready, stuff like that. I learned later on that cross country and track training is completely different from basketball training. So like
yeah.
my body wasn't like fully prepared for all the stuff that they had us going through.
Hmm.
But ultimately, I didn't end up making a team. So after that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just stick with track, and like, cause I found it very fun. Like I love running. Like I'm a very energetic person. Like I love being out and about, and I love doing stuff. But no, I didn't really plan on doing it at first. It was just more of like a backup to what I had in mind at first.
Nah, for sure. You honestly, I was the same way because freshman year I tried out and like I got sick or something, so I missed the trials and I tried it again. He was like, nah, like this ain't really for you or whatever. So luckily, Coach Mackey, he's the one that put me on with Coach Beard, and after their freshman year, I just started running. And yeah, the thing I just like about it so much is just it's individualized. Like it's really just you. Obviously, you're a relay, it's a unit, it's a program, but at the same time, like when you're running like a 800 or a 400, it's really just you and the clock, really. So that's what really interested me. I don't know about you, but that's what like really interested me.
Yeah, the thing that I've learned to love about track is that you don't always have to beat the people in your race. Like especially with long distances, like it's more of you versus yourself. Like you trying to beat your time. Like I
Hmm.
get it with like sprints and stuff. Like you obviously like just run as hard as you can, and it's like kind of like you're wishing that you'll beat it or something like that. But it's like with long distance races is what I really like because it's a lot easier to PR, but like it's like you're running against yourself. You're not really worried about the other people that you're running against. Obviously, if you win and get medals and stuff, that's good too. But the main topic, the main that you're thing that you're focusing on is beating yourself and beating your PR.
Not for you explained it perfectly. I agree 100%. Yeah, because I mean, like Usain Bolt and all of them, like I mean, they in the Olympics, they trying to get like the medal and something. You know what I'm saying? But I think like anything over the 800, like the mile, and you start getting into 5K territory, they're so spaced out most of the time. So
Yeah.
you really have no choice but to compete with yourself, and that's the main goal anyway. But other than what made us want to start running track, mostly you, obviously, because you're the guest here, so it's about you. Next question I got for you is like, what has running taught you over the years, and like how have you applied it to your life outside of running?
Man, honestly, you talk about it all the time. Consistency, Cons-
You know what I'm on. You know what I'm on.
consist- man, consistency, and it's really taught me because sophomore year, like the summer leading to my junior year, I didn't really practice. I didn't practice at all. And we talked about this before,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
we can go back on it since for the podcast. But sophomore year, I didn't practice at all, man. And like when I started my junior year, it really hurt me. I started off like the way I ended last year, I started off like 10 times worse.
Right.
And I had to re up and get back to that point, and it took me so much longer than it did before because I had already had that summer before sophomore year. I was training, but then leading into junior year, I just completely stopped. So I had to get back to where I was, and it took me so much longer. But it really taught me that consistency is key, and it does really help in the long run.
Not for sure. I mean, honestly, just I'm not gonna harp on consistency because if I did, this would be a 20-hour episode, so we're not gonna do that. But in terms of consistency, like honestly, like sophomore and freshman year, like I was just kind of mediocre. Like I was there, like obviously I was still getting my feet wet a little bit because I was new to it, but like literally, like you don't need to be the most talented. Like I'm sure you see that. Like you just if you're talented and consistent, that's great. Keep doing that. But at the same time, people get discouraged 'cause they're like, "Oh, I'm not Usain Bolt. I'm not freaking insert like greatest marathon ever." Like you just gotta be willing to do the mundane, boring stuff over and over and over and over. That's how you get. I mean, you've seen it. That's how you get better. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it taught me. Like you just apply that to school. Like when you go to culinary school, you can obviously apply it there. When just even how you show up for people. I'm not gonna get all philosophical, but
Yeah, I understand.
yeah. But no, that's great. I agree 100%. But the next one, this is the last question about track, and we're gonna talk a little bit about cooking because we
Mhm.
both like cooking. So
Yeah,
like, what's your greatest memory and or lesson? You can answer either one of those questions you've learned so far being like in the track program.
man. I really say memory, like meant for memory is my freshman year when we when during track season when we all like I forgot what like meet we were leading up to, but it was like a real big meet and all
Mm.
the seniors and stuff. This was when Robert and them were still here. All the seniors and stuff were like training real hard at practice, and they finally let us put some music on like the big speaker. And
I
man,
I remember that.
yeah, we was in the field. Everybody was like singing to the song, whatever. Man, it was like real. We like real family type stuff. It really, we really all connected and stuff together. It felt like home.
Not for real. Nah, I agree 100%. Like I remember that. It was I remember obviously I was in Hoffman's group
Hmm.
and I just remember like being with Tyler. And I don't remember what song they were playing and stuff, but it was like Gloomy Out. And I remember I went to Chick-fil-A after because my cousin wanted Chick-fil-A for some reason. I just remember that. But nah, that was a good memory. But my favorite personally, I don't know if you were here for this because this is my freshman year, so I don't think you were there. But it was like we were at a Seven Lakes meet, bro. It was so cold. Like oh my gosh, bro. Like we were freezing. I was with Jacob, bro, and we took someone's cover. Well, obviously, I asked, but we took someone's cover, and we were like next to each other trying to get warmth, bro. Like we were shivering, like our teeth were clacking and stuff. I'm like, yo, like, can I run this 400 already? And that's when I ran my first 400. And like, bro, I drove out super hard. Like I did full sprint and I was in first. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'm going somewhere. Little did I know, I got hit by that wall and I got hit in the chest with a freezer. So I was cooked. But
Yeah,
it was terrible, but it was my favorite. It's just like, I don't know, it did me in. It was just funny.
yeah,
So, but yeah, the one you mentioned, that's another good one too. There's been a whole lot of tomfoolery in that track program. I'm not gonna hold you,
yeah,
but other than track, let's kind of go over to cooking. So, first
yeah.
question I got in terms of cooking, like what age did you like really get into cooking?
Age I really got into cooking. I say like around because my mom didn't really let me like touch the stove or nothing until like I got real older. So like I say like 10, 11 years old around that range. But I've always like loved being in the kitchen, being helpful and stuff like that. Like preparing food, preparing recipes and stuff like that. Like I used to just make little microwave like muffins and stuff like all the time. Like my
Mm.
mom should be late getting home or something. Like this is actually when I first moved to Katy. Like I'll just get some flour, cocoa powder, egg, and just make like a little chocolate muffin or something in like a mug or something like that, man.
Yeah,
Like
like a
it was,
mug cake type thing.
yeah, like it was. I'd always just like love doing that stuff, like little small things, until I can actually get to the bigger stuff when I use the oven and the stove. And I actually just got a stand mixer not too long ago, so I'm definitely gonna be using that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And I have one downstairs. I don't use it personally. I'm not like I'm not obviously you see I'm not too much of a baker. Like I'll bake like I just baked that wrap thing I posted, but like that's something I kind of want to get more into. Like you'll see some stuff like that in the future from me, but say I was the same when I grew up. Like my grandma would always cook. I'll kind of get into this a little bit more later, like the next question. But my grandma would always cook. My dad would cook, and I'm very observative, so I'd look. I'm like, okay, well, you're using Tony Satchery's, you're using Slap Your Mom, and using blah blah blah. Like I'd peep.
Yeah.
So then, obviously they wouldn't really like let me use any knives or anything because they didn't want me stabbing people. But obviously everybody would make ramen noodles, eggs, cereal. Like that's my type of cooking. Like, I'd use the microwave a lot, but then like it really started when I started eating healthier because I'm like no one else really eats in my house the way I do. So
Mhm.
even before the whole plant-based thing, like even before that, because I was eating healthy like before that, and like
Yeah.
I just like I need to cook my own stuff now because I want to like cook my own stuff. So once I started doing that, it just took off from there. But yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing as you. Like they're like, yeah, nah, it's a little too OD for you right now. So but I graduated too as I got older. But speaking of like parents, like who taught you how to cook? Because I kind of referenced my dad and my grandma. Like I learned from them kind of. So like, who taught you how to cook personally?
It was actually my mom. My mom taught me how to cook. Like majority of the stuff I know how to cook now is because of my mom. I give all thanks to her for the where I'm at now and where I will continue to go in my journey for culinary and stuff like that.
For sure.
Now, for cooking, it's my mom. For like the sweets and baking and stuff, that's all my grandma. That's all my
I
grandma.
could tell you were going there. A lot of grandmas know how to bake very well.
Yeah, that's all my grandma, and then my aunt too. My grandma, and my aunt, my aunt that recently passed away, but I don't want to make the mood gloomy or nothing like that. But she really taught me how to bake and stuff like that, and I actually used her cookie recipe.
Oh, for sure, bro. I've actually like there's been one recipe I've used from someone. It was my dad. I don't know if you remember. I posted like some tofu and red sauce thing. Obviously didn't use the tofu, but like the whole base of it with the sweet corn and the okra, I took all that from him and I just made it my own thing. So like, but I haven't gotten like a specific recipe from my grandma because she kind of just like goes off the dome with it. Like she don't write nothing down. So well, at least from what I know. But now that's what's up though. Like this isn't like a question I wrote, but just I'm curious, basically, like off of what you said, like, what's your favorite recipe that like Dave like made that you've recreated, like both your mom and your grandma?
I haven't made it yet, but my favorite recipe for them I made for my mom that I do plan on making. She made this like lasagna one time, and
Mm,
man, it was so good.
for
Like
real?
I can't even like describe. I forgot what she put in it. I'm gonna have to like get it from her. But she made this one lasagna, bro. But it wasn't like it wasn't with red sauce. It wasn't with red sauce because I can't eat red sauce, man. I can't eat red sauce. But it wasn't with red sauce. It was lasagna with some different type of like. It wasn't Alfredo, but it was a white sauce. I forgot how she made it, but man, it was so good. I gotta make it one time.
Nah, for real. Yeah, actually, shoot, I might have to tap in too. Let me know some. Cause like actually like bro, I was on the phone with my mom before this like earlier when I was just on my laptop messing with stuff, but I was looking through my like I was showing her how many recipes I have in my like I don't know if you have like a lot of recipes like just scaled up, but like I have a lot on my phone and I have lasagna like on the bottom portion of like the recipes. I'm not gonna lie, with white sauce, I could recreate that because I have a white sauce recipe. But no, that sounds delectable. That sounds tough, bro. You gotta make that for sure. But
So,
um next question I got about cooking. Like what interests you the most with cooking and like why? Why is that?
well, I love food.
Oh, no, for sure. Give me right.
I love food. I love
Give
food.
me
You
right.
gotta have food, man. You need to survive, and especially the nutrients part of it. But the thing that makes me love it so much is that it brings people together.
Mhm.
I forgot what movie it was, but it's this movie. It's a black staple movie, man. I don't know why I can't remember the name right now, but it's like I think it's like Big Mama or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the movie is literally about food, bringing the family together.
Hmm.
But I mean, I love food, man. I love how it just brings people together. I love that you can do so much with it, and it takes such a tiny skill that you can take such a long way. Like something so small, like a tree. like a seed that you can plant and make it so big. Like you can take it so far and do so much with it.
Nah, bro, you spitting, bro. You explained that beautifully. Like literally, like speaking, like I like what you said. Like like how you said you can do it so many different ways. So obviously, I cook mostly plant-based stuff, and someone else might cook something like completely different, but they're still cooking. You know, they're still doing the act of cooking and nourishing themselves and their family members and stuff. Like that's just the thing of life. Like that I've really realized recently. Like, bro, like it can be so personalized. Like what I do might be different from you, but it's all the same. Like grand scheme of things. You know, we're all kind of doing the same thing, just a little bit different, you know? And I think like a lot of people might see people on social media. Like I've gotten in the trap of this too. Like this is a little off topic, but I kind of wanted to mention it. Like they'll see, oh, they're doing this, but I'm doing it. Like, bro, that's cool. Like just be you. Like that's fine. Like just make it uniquely you and do it as best as you can, you know? But nah, you're like you're very knowledgeable about all the stuff I'm talking about. You're explaining all of this beautifully. So I kudos to that. Like you explained it
Yeah.
beautifully. But
Thank
last question in terms of we're gonna talk about culinary school a little bit after this. So cooking isn't really going anywhere, but like what's your favorite meal slash dish to make, whatever you want to call it? And like what's your favorite meal to make, like your go-to meal? Like you're like, oh, like I'm kind of pressed for time. I'm about to just make this and like it's gonna slap.
Man, that's crazy that you asked that because I was just gonna make something before this. I was just gonna make something before this, but I was like, I don't know if I got enough time for it. But it's grilled cheeses, man. Like grilled cheese is something I can easily make. Like, and it may sound like childish or whatever. Like
Nah, nah, nah.
cause I'm saying because I told people about this before, and like they was like, man, you still eat grilled cheeses, man? You're so like weird. Like, bro, like it's hey, man. Thing is with me, because I don't add just no regular like American cheese. I be putting like pepper jack, Kobe jack. I put like a
Oh,
different types of stuff in it, and I make it with butter, oil, and then I like pan sear it with some water, put the top on it, and make the cheese real melty and make the bread real crispy, man. Like I get real in depth with it, man. I don't make no like regular grilled cheese. I get in depth with it.
this ain't no Velveeta, no, know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
this
cheese
ain't no,
product. This that
no
real.
crafty, man. It's that
Yeah,
real.
nah.
Yeah,
Nah, for real. Nah. I mean, I don't know what they talking about. Talking about child like people still eat cereal and candy. That's childish. If you want
yeah.
to go there. So like what you talking about? It's just bread and cheese. Bro,
For real. It's red
come on,
cheese.
bro. People be
For real.
saying anything like, bro, like it's literally bread and cheese.
How is that childish, bro? It didn't make sense to me when they first said it, bro. But
Like y'all still eat cereal and honey bunches of oats? Like what we doing?
exactly.
What we doing?
Come on.
I don't know. People are Patrick, people are interesting. um anyway, next part obviously culinary school and just your future. Obviously, you're still a junior
Yeah.
for a little bit of time. You got a little bit of time left as a junior. But first thing I want to start off with just like the because I'm not gonna lie, like we talked about it, but like just to clarify for me and like the viewers or whatever, like where are you going for culinary school? I know you're going like to New York, I believe, right?
Yeah, that
And
just
okay, and like what school is it exactly? Like what's like the you know?
okay. It's the Culinary Institute of America, and they have three campuses in America. They have one in New York, they have one in Texas, and they have one in California. I did think about going into one in Texas because it's in San Antonio. But the one in New York is the one where they stationed the first ever institute where they made it the first school, and that's where you get the best experience at. So I was like, you know what, I really want to get the full experience. And then not only that, but the person I actually found out about this through my Miller course. They had a speaker come. She went there, and it's real beautiful. She showed us pictures of her on campus and stuff like that. It's right on the Hudson River. It's real beautiful, real pretty campus, and I love the way it looks. I love the way she described it, and it just made me real intrigued about it. I really want to go there and try it.
Not for sure. Okay. That's what's up. Honestly, New York, that's a cool little place to be, you know. I feel like obviously every place you got like your duds, like places are kind of but you know, New York is tough. So I think you're gonna have a good time for sure. But first question in terms of culinary school, like what and like maybe who, like it could be either what or who influenced you to want to go to culinary school.
Actually, the speaker and my chef at my Miller course, she didn't because at first when she was talking about it, I was like I wasn't really like tuned into it. But then like when I heard that they have multiple different types of courses, like they have a baking course, they have a nutrition course, they have a vegan course. That's for like if you want to go to they actually have many courses of different types of cooking. It's also what I was talking about earlier. So many different types of things you can bring it together in so many different kinds of ways. They have different courses for everything. And I wasn't really paying attention to it until like she said something about baking, and that's really my core part. I love to bake, man. But that's what really got me to it. I really like made me tuned into it. And then from that point on, I just did my research and stuff like that. I actually went on the website, typed in my email, man, signed up. I've been getting emails left and right. They asking me to come on visits and stuff like that. I'm ready to go, man. I just gotta book the flight and everything go.
Nah, for sure. That sounds great, bro. Yeah, that sounds great. Next thing I want to go over in terms of culinary school, just like what are like three goals? You could list more if you want, that's fine. But like, what are like some goals you want to achieve like in your first year there? Like, what are you like looking to like plan out and do?
All right, first year there. So first year, I want to get my ground set. I want to get my ground set. I want to get to know people. That's what I want to do. I want to get to know people. I want to broaden my horizons. And I don't. I'm going there for baking, but I want to learn more than just baking.
Yeah.
That's my main thing, but I want to do more. I want to expand my horizons. I want to learn obviously more about cooking. I'm going there to bake and to learn more about baking. But if I want all the knowledge possible about any type of cooking, like even like nutrition, all that stuff. Because I was gonna go to college for nutrition, but then when I found out about culinary school, that's when my mind completely did a 360, man. I was focused on this now. Now, second goal, this is more of a long term goal, but I want to open my own restaurant. Um, and then after I open my own restaurant and get that settled, I want to like have multiple areas where I'm stationed, like multiple states. Like I want to be like the new McDonald's, man, but
Not for
like
sure.
higher quality food, man. Not like higher quality food at a low price. I don't want to like be like no Rodeo Drive restaurant where you only specific amount of people can afford it with like a real high class. I don't want to be that, man. Like I want to be high class food that's affordable for everybody. Then after that, after I do all that, and if I get all my stuff sorted out, get my whole plan how I want it, I want to be a travel chef.
Okay. Nah, this that's a I really like what you said because you sound very intentional. And like a lot of kids our age, they don't have any moral compass or idea of what they're doing. Obviously, like you said, you're going for baking, but you don't know if like what you're gonna learn and you're open to learning it. You're open to change. And a lot of kids like our age, when they go to college, bro, they're gonna get smacked in the face because they're like, I don't know I have no idea what I'm about to do. Like I have no structure or intent, but you have all the intent in the world, and I respect that a lot. Like, bro, you gonna be just fine. Like you know what you're doing. So that sounds great, bro. That sounds great. I'm gonna support you all the way too. So that sounds great.
Thank you, man. Thank
Not for sure, but so, okay, this isn't the last thing. I gotta catch myself. This isn't the last thing. Okay,
you.
like, um. Well, you kind of answered this, but I'll ask it anyway. Like, what are you seeking by going to culinary school? And like, I guess like to kind of elaborate on what I mean. Like, what is your purpose for like why you're going, and like where do you want to carry it in the future? You kind of answered it, but like if you want to add some more to it, you could.
Yeah, so my ultimate goal is to be an entrepreneur. Like I said, open up my own restaurant and then be a travel chef. But as for right now, like I really feel like to lead up to that, if I go to culinary school and get that certificate, like that big major certificate, because as of right now, I have one for ServeSafe. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like a little company where you can get a food handler degree, so you can like work at like if I wanted to go work at like a Wendy's or something like that. I have my certificate. I don't have to go through all the training and stuff like that.
Okay, I
But that's
got you.
yeah, but if I go to culinary school, I get the big one and I can actually start working at like big major restaurants and stuff like that. So I feel like to start up my entrepreneur journey, I have to get that small piece of paper. It's like anybody when they're going to college, like some colleges may think that you need no, some places may think that you need a degree, like or like you have to have a degree that you don't have the certain skill set unless you have the degree from whatever you have that you're not qualified for the job. And I feel like a lot of places will turn you down if you don't have that small piece of paper. And I feel like that's what I need. I need to get that piece of paper before I start my own journey.
Not for sure. That's a very good why as to why you're doing it. That's cool. That's what's up. Like, what's another question I had? Just because I'm curious. Like, would you like? Do you have any desire to like work in like? Because for me personally, like that was one of the places like I didn't want to work at, like a Wendy's or a fast food place. That's just me personally. Because I ain't gonna lie, like how I am and that they don't go hand in hand at all. It just wouldn't make sense. So like, I mean, it could be different for you. So like, would you have you like? Do you even work right now, or like, are you interested in working in like any restaurants near us or?
As of right now, I don't have a job or anything, but I do plan on doing something like that for the summer, like having a summer job, or at least until I get out of high school and I do take that next step and go to New York and stuff like that. I do plan on getting a job. I have been applying to places, but yeah, like that's really what I'm looking for. Is someplace in like food or something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be fast food or anything like that. It doesn't matter. I just want something like hands-on food handling, something that I can actually put my certificate to use for. Because as of right now, I'm only using it for Miller.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Well. Now we get to the conclusion. These are kind of like the like deeper, like more philosophical, like you know what I'm saying, questions. So I just got two more questions and then we'll, wrap it up or whatever. But first one I got like what would you say is the greatest thing in life as a whole that you've learned? Like just track, cooking, all things considered, like what would you say is the greatest thing you learned in life?
Keep your family close, man. Keep your family close. Family is the most important thing to me, man. I love my family, man. But that they've helped me through thick and thin. So many problems I've had, man. Like I can't even explain it. Like majorly my cousin, and actually he just can't. He just got down here. My cousin, man. I love him to death, man. He helped me through so much. Like when my dad passed away, man. It's just so many ups and downs, so many struggles that we've gone through together. And like we may only be cousins, but we grew up as brothers. And like that's exactly what I see him as. I see him as an older brother. And like my mom, she's love my mom, man. Mother's Day is tomorrow, actually. I'm got something real special planned for her, man. I love my mom. I'm gonna do.
Oh no, oh
I
no,
was
for sure. Yeah, I asked my mom what she wanted, and she's like, uh she was trolling at first. She said she wanted some pumpkin pie jelly beans. I'm like, all right, bro. And then she was like, I just want some roses in the card. So this is gonna come out after. So I'm not leaking anything because she asked me what are you getting me? I'm like, I'm not telling you. But I'm gonna get her and my grandma like some roses. She wants some orange ones. I think I'm gonna give my grandma some like white ones or some like, pink ones. And then I ain't a lot of cards are probably expensive and money's a little bit tight. So I'm gonna have to like get some paper like I used to when I was younger, right? Make it look pretty and then do it that way. But yeah, in terms of I guess I'll answer it. I guess the greatest thing in life as a whole that I've learned, let me think. That's a good question. um I'd say enjoy the little things, like stay present. Because the thing is, obviously, consistency would probably be like a runner up. But I think
yeah.
as I've gotten older, and I want to tell you this, as being a senior, like just me to you, like like I know you'll do this, so just make sure like you absorb everything you can. Because I feel like with this year, like as it started come to a close, like I've done a lot this year, like with track and cross country and the recipe stuff. Like obviously, I've done a lot, but at the same time like with me personally, like kind of like when I was in track season, like I'm just track season. Like I'm gonna get my food right, I'm gonna get my running right, stay consistent with that, and that's really it. Like I wouldn't really like I'd go out, but like I wouldn't be out. Like you know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe with choir and stuff, I could have maybe done some more solos or whatnot. Like because they just had some solos at the pop show thing that like I didn't do any solos or whatever. But I'll just stay away from the BS, bro, and just double down on like what you really want to do as a person. Like, don't worry about what person X or Y is doing. Like, if you want to do it and like your body and soul's telling you, like, bro, I want to do this, go for it. What's the worst that could happen? Like you either learn, you don't fail, you either learn or you succeed. It's not a failure. So that's kind of what I would say the greatest thing, at least for right now. Just me telling you, because I feel like I'm kind of like with the track thing. I'm kind of like the unk, like the I don't know, like the big brother or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. But I felt like I needed to tell you that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. But I want to piggyback off of something you said. You said that about failure.
Yeah.
I don't like failure. I don't see that as a bad thing. I don't see
Mhm.
failure as a bad thing, and because some people may think as failure as like, oh, I failed, like I can't go anymore. No, man, you may have failed right now, but failure is the next step to get better, man. You gotta at that take that failure as a lesson and apply it to yourself, man. See what you did wrong and do better, man. You gotta go harder, man, go better. Take that failure and be better, man.
Not for real. Literally, it's a lesson. Like I'm still I know that, but sometimes that's another thing I'll tell you before we kind of segue into the last part. Like it don't matter how knowledgeable you get, you're gonna learn a lot. Like these next 2 years, you're gonna learn a lot in culinary and just going through track and all of that. But sometimes you might not. It'll be hard to save yourself sometimes. It's just like you won't listen to your own advice, but you gotta snap yourself out of that and just look at it in a rational lens. You know what I'm saying? And be like, okay, let's say I don't PR in this race. All right, maybe my stride was off, or maybe I didn't drive out or something. Like
Yeah,
look at more of the positive, instead of the negative. Because if you don't, like, you'll just end up digging yourself in a hole. But um, last part I'm gonna leave us off with before you wrap this beautiful episode up with Pat. Um,
yeah.
just anything else you want to leave us with before you go, like just anything you want to say. Just it could be about anything, like just anything you want to get off your chest.
Man, this dude, Kaden, man, he's a great guy, bro. Like y'all, like the viewers out there, man. Like this dude has helped me so much through track season, bro. You gave me so many lessons, man. All those small talks that we've had, man, it's helped me so much. He's a great guy, man. Like, and I hate when people like come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're glazing, bro." It ain't glazing to show love, man. It ain't glazing to show love.
Yeah,
Show
I,
love to them that you got while they're here, man. Show them that you love them, that you care for them, that you appreciate them, bro. And Kaden, bro, I love you, bro. Like I really do love you, bro.
I
You
love
really,
you too, gang. I appreciate you a lot. Nah, it's I ain't gonna lie, for me. It's because I know who I am like as a person, but like it's just weird hearing people say that. I don't know. It's like it's not glazing though. I think like in terms of that, like people don't want, like I don't know why people so like sensitive to people just showing love, like just being like, bro, you got nice shoes, like bro, you put that stuff on, like what's wrong
man.
with that? It's weird. Like people just so accustomed to hate, bro.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with showing love, man.
Like literally, like nah. But I didn't expect you to say that. But hey, he said it here first. I ain't say he said it. Nah, but I guess it's just cause I ain't gonna lie, Zoom be they be nerfing me, bro, because I ain't got the pro. So only got like a little bit of time left. But just in the time we have left, like, what's like your goals for track season like next year? I'm really curious about that. Like, what events you want to run? Like, what's your goals? Just all about that.
Sticking with the 800, man. And my goal, sub 2. Gotta hit sub 2.
Ooh, okay. Give me
Cause man,
right. Give me right.
the way I was PRing, bro, like it seemed like every meet I would at least PR by like 3 or 4 seconds, man.
Mhm.
But then when districts came, man, I just hit a wall. Like, so I gotta re up, man. I gotta get my get back, bro. I gotta get my get back.
Nah, for sure. Any other like maybe a 4x4? You want to dive back into the four or
This year, because this year Coach Connor did actually ask me if I wanted to run the 4x4. But like the thing about it is when he asked me, it was such a bad time. Like I was not ready, man. I wasn't in the right headspace because he had asked me like right before the 4x4 at the meet, and like I was like, man, that was the meet when I had when they lost my time. Like I felt like I had ran such a good time. I have ran so my hardest that I had ever ran before, man. Like the way that I felt after running that race was I felt so much worse. Like I felt so much worse that race when I ran 2:15, and it hurt so bad, man. And I felt like I had such a good race, I had such a good PR, and they lost my time, man. I literally spent the rest of the meet just bawling my eyes out on the field, man. Like it hurt so bad. And he came up to me if I wanted to run the 4x4. I was like, nah, man, I can't do it, man. I'm not feeling well. I can't do it.
nah? You never actually told me about that. That's my first time. So, what meet was this?
This was the Cinco meet, actually the first meet that I ran that year, because I had complications or whatever with the previous year, man. I was supposed to run that first varsity meet, but I couldn't. I had my own reasons. I had my own problems I had to figure out. But yeah, the first meet that I came back was a Cinco meet, and they lost my time. Like, and I from that day on, I despise Cinco Ranch. I despise Cinco Ranch.
How did they
But they lost
even? How
my
did
time.
they even do that? Like, bro, what?
They didn't give me a sticker. They didn't give me a sticker, and like they ran back the time and stuff like that. They ran back the tapes, and they still couldn't get my time.
I feel like they had your time. I feel like if they ran back, did anyone record you?
Yeah, I had somebody from the track team recording, but they only recorded the first lap. I'm like, what's the
Oh
point of
my
recording the whole
gosh.
thing? What's the point of recording the 800 if you only gonna get the first lap?
I feel like
But
I feel like all odds were stacked. Like, cause I was like, bro, if you were recording, cause when PJ recorded my 800 for my vlog or whatever, he recorded the whole thing, like the whole
yeah,
thing. Like you could see me the whole way. I don't know why this, like that's weird. Like I don't, maybe they thought you were recording a clip for your Insta or something, but I would have recorded the whole thing just to let it run. But yeah, in terms of, I guess I'll lay my goals out there a little bit because it's kind of like like I said like before this when I texted Pat before this. It's kind of I like like my podcast to be like just a conversation. Like I don't want it to be like so robotic and like unanimated. Like I just want to be chopping it up or whatever. But
yeah,
anyway, I guess my goals obviously I'm running a half marathon in October. So honestly, my goal for that is just sub 130. That's like if you equated that to a marathon, that'd be a sub 3 hour marathon. And the sub 3 hour marathon, like if you can run under 3 hours, like all right, like obviously if you run three like oh 05 or something, like it's subjective, but like I feel like that's when you like, okay, like you on to something,
yeah, you get into it.
That's kind of like a sub 5 mile. Like once you crack sub five in a mile, like, you're like, all right, I
Uh,
see you. But that's my goal. And then there is a track meet next week, but we can't run a 4x4 as a team unless like let's say Connor registers us as a team. So I may just not run a because I'm like I don't know if I should just pay just to run a 400. I could
yeah,
do it at the track for free. So
because I was asking about that because Zach came up to me asking about the 4x4.
mhm. Yeah,
But I was that.
yeah, I mean it's probably not gonna happen because like it'd have to be someone externally has to make a club to make us as a team. Because if you go on there, like you like get in there, like to pick the events, you can only pick like single events. You can't pick like a relay, which is weird. So
Mm,
if you wanted to run it, you could run like a 400 or an 800 or whatever you would want to do. But I
yeah,
don't know. To me, I'm like I don't want to waste money on like me just running a open four. I could do it like with other people in a practice setting.
yeah, it don't make sense, but
Yeah, I might just save my money. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably smart. Um, well, yeah, that's kind of all I gotta say. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode of Patrick as much as I did because I like talking to like-minded people that have their head on right because a lot of people just I don't know. I don't know. But I'm wishing you the best of luck with, and I know you're gonna do great. I know you have great stuff in your future with track, and then as well as culinary school and just cooking and all of that. Cause I know you got. I'm not gonna lay it out there, but I know you got some stuff pending with the cooking soon. Not
yeah.
gonna spill the beans, cause I know, but y'all gonna know soon. But anyway, that was the episode with me and Pat. Love y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, man.
All right, love you too, gang.